Good morning, guys. There's a bunny over there. Check out Mr. Bunny this morning. Alright, guys. So now that you've seen some wildlife this morning. Ooh. Almost fell. That picks up the least little movement, doesn't it? Alright. Well, I'm off to. I don't know where. I'm off to the wild blue yonder. Oh, look, there's a bird up there. See a little birdie walking across the trail? There's got to be another one they're playing because flowers just are, leaves keep flicking out. Look at there goes. Listen. I wish I could whistle. Alright. It's a little chilly this morning. It wasn't cold. The first morning I didn't have to like warm up my shirt and my table foot box. But man, it got cold once you got out of that tent, man. God. So, in rain jacket. Got a stupid pants on again this morning. Paper pants, folks. $30 for some paper pants. What's the world coming to? I knew it was all downhill when we had to start paying for air and water. Because y'all know, you used to could go anywhere and it would be like, Wawa, air was free. Not no more. Wawa got smart though. They said, we're going to give y'all free air. And we know if we give you free air, you will get gas. You gas station owners could learn something from that. I'm just saying, you gotta give to get. Alright, time to do this and try to get into Greasy Creek tonight. Or that, or maybe find a charging cord along the way. I have like 42%. So. Alright, guys, if I don't record much today, I apologize for my lack of preparedness. That's what the trail does. Just happens. You guys see that little bird? He's just flipping around. Look at him. Just kicking rocks today, boys. I hope y'all can see him. He's up there just tossing them leaves around. It's like he's cleaning. He's cleaning his yard. Check him out. He's just cleaning his yard. They are doing trail maintenance this morning. Kicking leaves on the trail so that the leaves can get beat down into the dirt. Oh, little birdies out here just taking care of nature, doing their thing. I'm just walking up in between them. There's another one way up there on trail. Yeah, well, I haven't seen anything on trail this year. It has been some birds. I mean, I swear, there's a little bird that Georgia, not my niece Georgia, but Georgia that I was hiking with. She showed me this bird one day. And she said, look, that's my mom's favorite bird. And I swear that bird followed me for 200 miles. Alright. I'm gonna get off of here. Y'all know I be hating them uphills. But I like to start my morning off with one because it will warm the body up. So I am I looked at it on the far out, And it says this is beauty spot. I was talking to my friends last night, Bart, and he said, "Oh, you're about to come up on beauty spot," and I thought he meant a beautiful spot. I didn't realize it was actually called beauty spot. Man, isn't it gorgeous? Like, you can tell people camp up here a lot, clearly. I was told, I don't know how true this is, but this is like the longest or the largest continuous bald in the world, I guess, maybe, or in the United States, maybe. I don't know. But maybe it's just on the Appalachian Trail. But I was told that that's what this was. He said, Bart said, they even have a little parking lot for the tourists. And that tickles me because, Bart, I just need you to understand, we're tourists too. Glorified tourist. Look at that bird over there. Good morning, birdie, birdie, birdie. Doop, 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 doop. Doop, 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 doop. He said, let me get out of here. I thought this was such a beautiful area that I had to show it to you guys this morning. Camera, no camera. Phone, no phone. You know. It's not about... Yeah, I wanted to show it to you. But I also wanted to remember it for myself. And like when I went over Max Patch, that was not an enjoyable day. I mean, it was cool to go across it, but there's such high winds and everything. But you know, now that I've done that, you know, after you go through enough winds, I guess you kind of start to get used to it. But you know, I didn't get to enjoy good old Max Patch like on a day like today. And everybody talks about Max Patch, but to me, man, this is so much prettier. I mean, look at the views. The views here to me are prettier than Max Patch. I mean, I don't know, I guess everybody has their opinion. Which they look different, you know, this has more trees. Max Patch seems like it's bigger, it's fatter. But definitely a gorgeous area. I figured I would just take a moment to say hello. It's pretty pretty through here. It's like walking across this little ridge line. Just a different look of the trail. I think about it, the way the different sets, or I guess the different landscapes of how the trail looks. And then, you know, I could turn around and walk this in a month, and all these trees would be green and just gorgeous. You know, think about it, people who start May 1st, you know, they get here in June, and man, I mean, this place is jumping with green, I bet. Just always looks different. It's always so pretty. Just walking and thinking about... Me and my wife had a conversation yesterday about how cool it would be to own a hostel. You know, once my son graduates and that sort of thing. And it's funny how you can get just lost in your thoughts of a daydream of how, you know, visiting hostels and seeing the things they have and the things they have available to people, and just kind of, I find it so interesting. And, what a great way to meet people. Just like meeting Cheetah at Uncle Johnny's. He's such a nice dude. I mean, you can tell he cares about his customers. When I got to Uncle Johnny's on Wednesday, Thru was off, and Cheetah didn't initially know where my pack was, and I probably should have told him it had an orange accordion pad on the top. I told him it was a black ULA bag. I didn't even think to say, hey, it's got an orange accordion pad. He kept walking past it. Didn't even catch his attention. And he was so worried. I mean, he had this look of fear on his face. Like, not fear, but, just worry, He don't want to disappoint a customer. He don't want to let, a hiker down. And I kind of looked at him and said, it's okay, man. Thru knows where he put it at. And of course he did. He came in the next morning. It wasn't where he had told Cheetah it was the night before, because it had gotten moved to the other side of the room. But he walked in the room and he came out with it like 30 seconds. And just that look of relief on Cheetah's face, it warmed my heart to see him worry about my pack just as much as I was. You have this, I've been worried about my pack since the day I left it. It's so weird how it becomes such a part of you, becomes a part of who you are. And, I've worried over it the whole time I was in Florida. And just to see a hostile owner, excuse my French, but give a fuck. To see someone who owns a business give a fuck. Yoo-yoo! See that? Look at the tourist. I hope they're bringing us some trail magic. But yeah, it's just randomly thinking about that, and thinking about how much, I've stayed with Gordon. I think his wife's name is Lisa, over at around the bend, and I mean, and he cares, man. When I misplaced my thermal shirt last year, he had this look of like. He had this comforting look, like, don't worry, we'll find it, and if we don't, I'll replace it. But, he cared. And, I don't stay at a lot of hostels. I haven't stayed at a lot of hostels. But, just those two alone. And those guys care. And they're new at it. Gordon and them just bought around the bend. And really turning it back into what it has always been in Georgia. Just this iconic place that you literally go around the bend and there it is. And then, Cheetah's taking over Uncle Johnny's spot. And Uncle Johnny created a legendary place. And I don't doubt that Cheetah's going to continue that legacy that Uncle Johnny started. And because he's got a good staff there. I mean, he don't just have people working for him. I mean, he's rolling up his sleeves, and constantly the whole time I was there was somebody, taking out the trash, cleaning up. It's just places for hikers to sit and chill out and relax. And there's just so funny, you don't even realize just how many people are staying there until John cranks up that van and gets ready to go into town, and you look and there comes 30 people rolling out of there. And but you don't realize it because it's like a little integral place, and there's so many different places for you to hang out. He's got so much gear in there. I mean, anything you can think of that you would need, he has it. And I think that makes for a wonderful experience. So Cheetah and Drew, if you guys ever watch this, thank you guys for a wonderful experience at Uncle Johnny's. He's got bicycles there. You can ride into town. It was just really cool. It was a really cool experience. I really enjoyed it. So I was just thinking about that, daydreaming of owning a hostel and caring about the hikers that come through. Like Gordon and Lisa, like Cheetah and Drew. It's a little, it's a cool day. Alright, so I have no idea what it is. I think it's a blue blazer. Not the car. I'm not talking about that car right there. I'm talking about right over there behind it. There's a marker. Some blue blaze. And you guys know how I feel about them blue blaze. Look at that, boy. Look at there, look at there. It's a bottle cap. Bud Light. Trinkets from the trail. Yeah, it's funny. I walk this trail and usually I see all kind of interesting stuff on the ground because I'm always looking at it. And I hadn't found very many things this year. Used to find a bullet, something like that. I haven't found a bullet yet since I've been out here. Clearly, either the Army Rangers are finally keeping up with theirs better, or maybe nobody's carrying on trail like they were. But I always find a bullet. I haven't found one this year. But instead, found the bottle cap. Let's hope that this brings me some really good trail magic, whatevers. So we're gonna keep it. Alright, guys. This is so pretty to me. It's like I could see these starting to come out when I was like in the Smokies and places. You get up so high. Remember how I told you how, something just bit me. Oh, man. Oh, something bit me. Oh, something landed on me and bit me. Crap. Clearly it's getting warm. Something just felt like a fly. One of those black flies or one of those yellow flies from Florida. It just bit me. It's dangerous out here, folks. It's dangerous. The flies bite. I haven't seen a bear, but I have been bitten by a mountain fly. Y'all seen it here first. Y'all seen it live. But anyway, just wanted to show you guys how pretty it looks today. It's just these little purple flowers, and they're over everything. And the higher you get, the more. I don't know if you guys can see this, but let's see. Because I can't see what you're looking at. So right under that tree. Let's see, right there. I don't know if you can see underneath the white sign. Or if you see that blaze that's right in there. It's right there underneath that blaze. And it looked like a fly on that tree. Alright. Well, it's 1.6 miles to go up 1,100 feet of elevation to the top of this mountain. And I ate one of those cookies that are at Uncle Johnny's. When you go up to the register to buy something, they have these cookies there. And man, they are delicious. You talk about give you some energy? I haven't eaten that cookie. He didn't have the big one. He said the big one's got like 2,000 calories or something. But so I just ate a little one. It was good. Got plenty of energy. Stuff keeps biting me now. These flies are vicious up here. It's like they don't want you on the mountain. Well, honey, let me get to the top. I promise y'all, I will get off. I will get off. I have no intentions of staying on this mountain today, okay? So to all the bugs and flies and insects that are listening to me, please leave me alone. Okay. I know y'all laughing right now. But sometimes I feel like that they need to know, you know? I mean, how do we know if flies don't speak English? I mean, for all we know, a fly might understand 272 languages or something. You don't know if he does or not. So, to all the little flying insects out here, I plan on getting off your mountain just as soon as I can. I won't pass go. I will not collect $200. I will go straight to the other side. Now leave me alone. All right, y'all. I just wanted y'all to hear my rant to the insects. You know, you see that one just flew in front of the screen? I went from seeing little birds to flying stuff. That's how you know spring is upon us. It was snowing here the other day. But hey, that man at Bluff Outfitters, he said his exact words to me was, "There's a red bud winter." And I swear he said in a white bud, a red bud cold and a white bud cold or something like that. It was red bud something. Red bud winter is what he called it. And a white something. And he said basically there were going to be at least 2 more snowstorms. And he knew this because of living up there or whatever. And I'm not going to lie. He told the truth because it has snowed twice since then in April. It snowed while I was gone, and it snowed on April 1st. And it just tickled me because, you know, you guys, the locals, they know stuff. Like, we don't know stuff. You know, we get our AWOL guide, we get on Facebook, all in little groups, and we try to learn as much as we can and research and this and that. Woo. Your best thing to do is talk to the locals. Talk to the people that live here. You know, they'll teach you some stuff. That's the same man that said, do not send your winter gear home until the leaves on the top of the mountain, till the trees on the top of the mountains have leaves. So, for example, we're looking up here. There's no leaves up here. So you shouldn't send all your winter gear home yet because you still have a chance of it getting extremely cold. So, like, I think that is a really great piece of advice because everybody's starting at a different time. And you know, how do you know? People say, oh, wait till you get to Grayson Highland. Wait till you get here. Wait till you get there. You know, it's like, wait till you get out of the Smokies. Or wait till you get past Rome Mountain. Or wait past the Grayson Highland. You know, he said they used to say, wait till you get to Damascus. I mean, that's the Grayson Highland area. But, I mean, I started in February. You keep it for Grayson Highland, you know, for that snow that comes in May, that random snow that comes in May. I'm sure it has happened. I've seen some crazy pictures of people putting up, you know, look at this year. I mean, it was snowing the first week in April everywhere. It's like April 10th, and it's snow on the ground. So, I mean, you know, snow comes up here to these high parts and these high places, and you just got to listen to the locals because they know. You know, you live on a mountain for 20 years, you start to understand the weather. And so, I want to take old boy's advice from the outfitter and not send my thermal stuff home till there's leaves on the top of the trees on the top of the mountains. All right. Hey, I'm off. I gotta keep moving because these flies don't want me up here. They want me to get off their mountain. And I want to get off their mountain. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Hey, Mark, I had to show you this. Oh, no, they don't tell you to be walking over nothing but boulders. But guess what? That's what I'm doing. Boulders. All the way through the trail. At least they made them like little steps. But yeah, Mark. This video shot right here is just for you. Oh, let's do this, you guys. You know, something random as I was walking through here. You know, I'm looking, and it reminds me a lot of being in the Smokies. You know, look how big the root system is on that tree that fell over. But like I was thinking, like, look at these roots, right? I mean, the roots of these trees are just intertwined. Almost looks like they remind me of what, like, when you look at pictures of our nervous system and our blood vessels. You know, and I was thinking, like, here I am walking through this forest, and I'm literally walking across the veins, the lifelines. I mean, you know, look at this. You don't even know what root that really goes to. Does it go to this tree? Does it go to that tree? This tree? And, you know, when you look at sometimes some of the trees that fell over and they cut them, and I looked at one yesterday, and I started counting the rings, and that tree was over 200 years old. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, how many of these trees in this forest now have finally gotten to 200 years old after, you know, they've been cut to death by the masses that came over from Europe. And I mean, the fact that there's one in here that was 200 years old surprises me, but it must have been, he wasn't tiny 100 years ago either. But I guess there were so many big ones been in here 300 and 400 years. They didn't care about that little 100-year-old tree, I guess. But as I walk, I don't know if they put these rocks here or if these rocks are just naturally here. You know, this trail has been here for 100 years. So for 100 years, people have been maintaining it. You know. But look at that. I'm just walking across these lifelines. Walking across the blood vessels of the forest. And when you're out here walking quietly, the trees talk. One thing I noticed that when the wind blows, the small ones cry. They make this little sound that sounds like baby pigs or something, you know. And they literally cry in the wind. You know, maybe it could be tears of joy, tears of sadness, tears of fear. Who knows? But they cry. They creak when you go by them. It's like they're saying hello to you. Maybe they're saying ouch because I'm stepping on their root. You know, I don't know. But I know that the forest is truly alive. And if anyone tells you that it's not, they've clearly never spent any time quietly in a forest. Alright. I'm going to let you guys go and finish my journey for today. As promised, I wouldn't video a lot today. 2 miles before I get to Greasy Creek. It's 6 o'clock. I'm so tired. It'll be a 17-mile day for me. Like 16.8 or something. And I gotta climb to the top of this. Oh, man. I tell you what. The 11 days off. I counted them today. I was thinking it was 10. It was 11 days off. some of my muscles away. My legs are just jelly right now. But I gotta get to Greasy Creek because I got no way to charge my phone tonight. And I only got like 10%, so anyway. Trying to get there before it gets too late. So Miss Connie can bring me to Dollar General to get a new cord. Oh, she's so sweet. Alright. If I don't talk to y'all no more tonight, and y'all hold it down, because I'm out here in the woods doing it. I'm tired too, boys.